Hey guys, I'm coming on here really quickly. I'm a day late with this. This is my October kind of layout share for my How to Kill a Kit with Style. Unfortunately, I didn't do a bunch of videos because this actually went a lot faster than I was expecting. So I didn't want to do a bunch of these tiny little videos. So I just figured I would just share the layouts at the end and then show you what I had left, which is a lot. I thought that I was going to do this whole album for my mom with the trip that I was scrapbooking, but then I decided not to because there was only a few pictures of like her and I and whatever, and I figured that would be enough. And then the rest of the album, I think I'll just add some other pictures that I would like to scrapbook for her. I've got 4 of these 8x8 albums that I would like to do for her. But I'm still trying to work out in my head how I'm going to split them up. But anyway, so here's the layouts that I did. I'm really sorry for the glare. I'll try to work everything so that there isn't one. But anyway, this is at the beginning of our trip when we had gotten on the bus, and this lady was our not hostess, guide, I guess you could say, and she was really funny. She made it a pleasant experience. And then this was the accompanying page, one of our places that we stopped to eat, stretch our legs. And then this was a famous hotel that we didn't go into. I don't think we were even allowed, but we just kind of drove around to see it. This was back in 2014 that my mom and I did this trip. It was on a bus with seniors, and it was so much fun. There's part of the trip that I wish that I could have gotten pictures of, where we stopped and we watched a show, and we stayed the night, and it was this guy who was an amazing fiddler, but I don't have pictures of that. I don't think we were allowed to take pictures. So mostly it's scenic pictures. I know it's really hard to see the actual picture, but here's what I did with this one. I was excited to get some of these wood pieces used up, and I was really trying to be cognizant of using these that were already in the paper pad, because I need this album to be as flat as possible, which I am not good at, because they fit into these like sleeves, and yeah. And this one's just snug, so I don't know how much I'll be able to actually add the back of the album. I might actually have to take some pages out. Anyway, here's the cast company store. So kind of just, not that anybody really cares, but so my mom's father, who is my pawpaw, who has long since passed. He passed when I was 3 in 77. Well, he was a coal miner in West Virginia, and I was named after him, so I sort of feel a connection to him, or, you know, I'm sure it's just made up in my head, but so it was very exciting to me that my mom invited me to go on this trip with her. One, because I got to spend some really good quality time with just my mom, and 2, because we got to ride on a train that he actually worked on, because I think he also did like work on the trains or something too. And this is an actual running coal train, or coal, what would we call it, a freight train or whatever? I don't know, but it's, you know, they use coal to, yeah, words have left the building. Anyway, so it was very, very exciting to me. And when you go up in this mountain, so it was like a 2.5-hour trip. It gets so cold. Like, it starts off beautiful, like fall, whatever, you know, it's a little, it's nippy, and then you get up into the mountains, and oh my gosh, it was so cold, but it was so breathtaking for me. And the train, when you ride on it, let me see, it's all open, so you have nothing protecting you. So we just kept wrapping and wrapping and wrapping stuff around us. But I thought this was just a beautiful shot of, I could see the front of the train. It was not a very big train at all. it was just such a wonderful, wonderful trip. Yeah, I'm getting a little emotional just talking about it. Also because I miss my mom. I need to go see her. It's been a few years since I've seen her, and I had planned on going to see her, and then COVID hit, and yeah. Anyway, so here's me and my mom, and then there's just some of the other folks that were, you know, part of the trip. And this, I probably had like 6 layers on and still was freezing. But yeah, so. And I chose these colors because these colors made me think of my mom. There's some papers that really just like hit me like that's my mom, you know what I mean? So yeah. So here's just a picture of me because I figured she'd want it. And it's just kind of a little note to her, telling her how blessed I feel for getting this trip with her. And then the last page is just this. I had taken a funny kind of selfie, and I just wanted to, you know, tell her that how much I love her. But yeah, so that's it. I didn't do as much as I thought I was going to do, but I got those little bits done. And hopefully I'll get the other album done, and then I'll be able to ship it to my mom, and or maybe I'll just go ahead and take that trip that I've been talking about taking. She's not real scared about COVID, but she's not vaccinated and I am, so I'm very scared. You know, she's not exactly young. So anyway, I know that's too much information, but anyway, I have a lot of this paper left, y'all. I actually just got commissioned to do a baby boy album using navy, so I think I'm going to try to use some of this. I'll probably pull in that gold, and it's like nautical, but it's like navy, white, and gray, I think are the colors. So I think I'll pull in some of this navy to get it used up, and maybe that wood grain. But yeah, so lots of paper left over. And then I don't know if y'all remember from my initial video, I had pulled tons and tons and tons of embellishments, and that's because that's how I work. I have a hard time being too narrow with myself because I just have so much stuff that I want to get used up. So I think what I'm going to do is, since I have all this stuff already kind of pulled, I am going to kind of carry this over into, some of it into November's How to Kill a Kit with Style. And that video is going to follow this one. I think some of these pieces are kind of like, obviously these, you know, they're white. They'll carry over really well. This pink, I think, will actually carry over really well too, possibly. Some of the pictures I'm going to be doing are of my sister, so I think some of this will go. So anyway, yeah, I only used a few pieces, but that's okay, right? I got some done, so that's good. Anyway, that's it, and thank you for letting me share, and I will be back at you in just a few minutes. Toodles.